We were just talking about Steven Kwan there, mentioned the guys who have hit 375. I said it was Tony Gwynn. I guess it might be 4 guys. Because I know Larry Walker hit over 375. I know Gwynn did.
Which is nuts, because he was a good hitter, but he wasn't that good of a hitter.
Well,
Kwan's gone from 297 to 290.
Well, Larry Walker was.
390.
I mean, Larry Walker was a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but he wasn't. I think that was only 1 year, I think, where he hit anywhere close to that high.
He was I think
320, 315.
He wasn't the same type of hitter as Rod Carew, George Brett,
Right.
and Tony Gwynn. I give you that. But what Kwan has done so far is remarkable, but it tells you how hard it is. Like, he's not going to hit 400. It's just not going to happen. And that's a zero knock at Kwan. It's just, it's really impossible to hit 400.
Tyvis made a bet with Jay.
Yeah.
That if he hits 400, and Jason joined it, I believe.
Yeah.
No, I did not.
They'll shave their
Absolutely
heads
not.
live on the show if Kwan hits 400.
Don't be putting that stink
Will
on
you
me,
join
Ricky.
Jay
I will
Crawford?
join him if he hits 400. I would love to.
First of all, I don't care.
Shaving. I'll shave my head.
I ain't shaving my head.
I'll shave my head if Steven Kwan hits 400. I think the question is, can he hit 375? Because so few guys have even done that.
Yeah.
Like,
I think he can.
You look at through the 1880s through the 1920s, guys did it. Who knows how the hell they would keep in stats? But in my lifetime, it's been either 3 or 4. I can't remember now if Carew and Brett both did it, but I think they did. I don't know. Anyway,
It's
it
less than
almost
a
never
handful.
happens.
Less than a handful.
It never happens, even 375. So can Kwan hit 375? I think he's got a chance.
Yeah, I think he can.
But remember, Luis Ariz was hitting 400 last year, and he finished at 340 something. And that's a zero knock at Kwan. I love Steven Kwan, but it is. To hit this well is insane. It's like you have to go 2 for 5 every night.
Yeah. The difference, I think, between Kwan and Ariz never got power, never found. Kwan has more power than Ariz ever did. And therefore can hit barrels, more doubles.
Sure.
Ariz is a slap hitter.
Yes.
He is what he is.
Sure.
The thing about Kwan, too, is over the course of this season, he's hit every pitch in every location in the strike zone.
Yeah, he's got. If you look at the hot zone, he's hot in every zone.
High and tight, he finds a way to get just enough of the barrel out to shoot it to left field. Throwing away, he'll slap it, find a way, get on base.
Yeah.
Down the middle, he's finding ways to hit it off the barrel. His exit velo is way up. His power numbers, he already has a career high in home runs, and he's played half
and
the
extra
season.
base hits.
And extra base hits. There's not a single pitch in baseball right now that you could throw Steven Kwan and feel good about.
Right, and he doesn't swing
Not a single one.
And he doesn't swing it bad.
I saw his swing rate,
Yeah.
swing and miss rate was 5.9%.
Right, way better than anybody else.
Literally absurd.
He doesn't swing at bad pitches. You can't get him to chase. He doesn't.
No, he's
really
got a great
ever
eye.
Chase.
He takes walks. Like, he's perfectly content
It's
taking a
when
walk.
you see him take a strike, it stands out because he struck out about a week or so ago on a called third strike that was right down the middle, and I was stunned.
It froze him.
Because it almost never happens.
Yeah.
First of all, he doesn't strike out. He's been a remarkable story. On what else can you say? I mean, the guy's been absolutely incredible, and he is so important to this team.
Yes.
Because he just sets the table every time for Jose and Naylor. And by the way, remember in late April we discussed Naylor's the best hitter on the team for the last year, and then he went ice cold. And then 3 weeks ago I said he's about to get hot. Boom.
He's been better.
I mean, if we're being Steven Kwan's the best hitter on the team.
Well, yes, true.
Steven Kwan is
No,
close to one
my
of the best
argument
hitters in
wasn't that
MLB.
I was right about Naylor being the best hitter
No,
on the team.
I know.
It's that I was right about him getting
But
hot
it's
again.
funny as we were having the Naylor-Hosey debate.
Right.
No one even mentioned Kwan.
Right, sure.
If you talk about the best hitter on the team,
right now,
it's
it's Steven Kwan.
He might be the best hitter in all of baseball.
Don't say that because he's going to slump now.
Well, we're going to jinx them all.
Yeah,
we did
he's
it.
not Aaron Judge is the best hitter in baseball.
Power hitter, yes.
Yeah, but Aaron Judge hitting over 300
Yeah,
too,
I know.
right?
I know.
mean,
but would you consider Tony Gwynn one of the best hitters of all
it
time?
depends how you analyze
Yeah,
it.
that's
I mean,
what-
to
yeah.
me, Tony Gwynn's the best pure hitter I've ever seen.
Yes, I totally agree
Yeah.
with that. I'm not
And-
putting Kwan
and-
in that category yet.
No, he's got to do it more. But
Yes.
to me, when I think of the greatest pure hitters that I've seen, it's Gwynn, it's Ichiro, it's George Brett, it's Wade Boggs,
Was Barry
it's
Bonds-
Rod Carew, who I knew in my in his younger
Is
years.
Bonds on that list for you? I feel like he has to.
Yes, no, not in that group.
I don't think he's on that list.
Not on that list.
But he's one of the most. He's probably the most feared hitter ever. So it just depends on your
if you ask me who's the best
definition.
baseball player I've ever seen,
Bonds.
No, I would say Ken Griffey Jr. because Bonds cheated.
Fair.
But
I'd
Bonds
still
was
say
right there.
Bonds.
My question
Bonds
is,
was phenomenal before he cheated.
Right, but I don't know that he was better than Griffey before he cheated.
Griffey had so many injuries.
Not early in his career. He did once he went to Cincinnati,
Yeah.
but in Seattle he didn't.
how the hell did Kwan hit 267 last year?
That's hard to believe.
Like, it
doesn't make any
really is
sense.
hard to fathom knowing how good
Yeah.
he is. And I know the power numbers are up, but even as
Yeah.
a rookie, he
I
hit
think some-
297.
Some of it is just the adjustment of the second year.
Yeah.
We've seen it before. If you start slow, you surge. If you come out, and he had a very good. No one knew anything about Steven Kwan his rookie year.
Right.
Hit 297 as
Right.
a rookie.
And he hit two. Yeah.
He's also changed his philosophy. He's much more aggressive at the plate
Yes.
right now than he's been
Yes.
his first 2 years in the league. And he's confident.
It's cliche, but it's
Yeah.
You adjust to the league adjusts to you, and then you adjust back.
Right.
And clearly,
and
that's
he has
happened.
done that. And what's remarkable is he was great before he got hurt. He misses a month, and you're like, okay, maybe he'll be a little rusty.
He's been even better.
Zero.
He's been even better.
I mean,
He was hitting
incredible.
350 when he went on the DL.
Yeah. What's he hitting since he come back from the DL? Like 500?
I don't know
He's
if
batting
it's-
close to 500.
He was
I think.
350 when he went on the IL.
Yeah.
So-
I'm not sure if it's still it was 500.
Yeah.
I
But
think
it's gone down a little bit.
But I mean, he's every night, even last night, the first at bat of the game, rips a single down right past the first baseman on a pitch that was
Yeah.
a pretty darn good pitch. Like,
By the way,
turn on
how-
that is another just testament to what he does.
One thing from last night, by the way, how about that throw? I can't remember now who was playing.
Santander
Right.
got Schneemann at home. That
I
was
can't
a
believe that
frickin'
throw was
missile.
unbelievable.
That was a missile. And
When he
Schneemann's
throws
got,
that ball, I'm like, oh, they're going to score easy.
Schneemann's got decent speed. Like, he's not.
You know, he's
played
not
center field.
Yeah, he's
No,
not
he's
a
not a
slow
slappy.
dude. Yeah. And
He,
got
I mean, you had to make a
gunned.
perfect throw to get him out, and
That
he
was
made a perfect throw.
laser.
That was unbelievable and right on the catcher.
Do you know what I love? When you see on like your Twitter algorithm or your Instagram reels, when they just throw like old montages of the best throws in baseball.
Oh yeah, sure.
Awesome. Yasiel Puig had one from right field when he was with the Dodgers. They got a guy tagging from second.
Well, I've seen Andre Dawson make some crazy
it's just
ones.
incredible.
Bo Jackson had the best as far as
Bo
I was
Jackson.
throwing out Harold Reynolds at the
Oh,
plate
yeah.
from the warning track.
Yeah, he had
I have to see that.
that
I don't
guy.
see that one.
I wonder if he had stayed healthy and had only played baseball, how good a baseball player he could have
Phenomenal.
been. I think he would have been a Hall of Famer.
Could have been. He was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Best. That's the best athlete of my lifetime.
Either him or LeBron.
Bo.
Yeah.
Bo's the best
I'd have to
athlete.
go with Bo. You're right.
Remember watching LeBron try at batting practice back in the day?
That's true. Yeah, fair.
For
To
Bo
be
do
that
what he
coordinated
did
in two different things
Yes.
is
Yeah.
incredible.
I mean, LeBron could have been in football
Yeah.
too if you wanted to
Yeah.
stay two-sport star.
Speaking of Bo, I know it wasn't a really hard hit barrel yesterday,
Yeah.
but his RBI double finally, you hope that could build upon.
He's been
something
a little
for him.
better.
He's
been a little
starting
better.
to come out of it a
Yeah.
little bit.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he had a big second half offensively.
I mean, 230 would be a big second half. I'd
Yeah.
take 230.
Just the home runs, too. Like
Yeah.
clutch
He only
home
has
runs.
3 this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously Naylor and Jose are playing great. They're doing a lot of things right, and they're getting just enough starting pitching with great defense and great. Although they made an error yesterday that led to a run against Bybee. Who made that? It was Naylor, I think, made an error.
They charged him is it on the first base play where he couldn't catch it. They charged him.
Yeah. They charged him with an error.
Tonight's pitching matchup's Logan Allen versus Cole Irvin.
Don't
Yeah.
love that.
How familiar are you with Cole Irvin?
I mean, he's a back end of the rotation guy who's pitched decently. He's been in and out of the rotation. The plan was for him not be in the Orioles rotation this year. He was going to be like their swing man, but they've had a lot of
They've been
injuries to their
shredded,
rotation.
yeah.
And he's pitched pretty well. They got him a year ago, or it was a year ago or 2 years ago from Oakland. He's a decent pitcher, but he's nothing special. I mean, Logan Allen he's been up and down, obviously. There's been more bad than good with him, but listen, that was an impressive win. The Orioles are a really good team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
And
fun game.
They got a great lineup, and when it was 3-2, and when they took Bybee out, I'm like, all right, let's get him some insurance. They did, but they still won. And, hold that Oriole lineup to 2 runs is pretty impressive.
That's no joke. That lineup's dangerous.
And
top
they
to
called
bottom.
up another one of their best prospects yesterday, and Kerstad.
He had 2 hits.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
They all look
By the way,
exactly the same.
I was just going to say the exact same
They all
thing.
look it's
Gunnar
identical.
Henderson, Holiday, Herstad,
Colton Cowser,
Cowser, and then what's his name? The kid who pitched for them yesterday.
Popovich.
They all look They all have the same round, kind of reddish
It's
face.
It's incredible,
bizarre.
and they're all good.
They're all good.
They're all really
and then
good.
we didn't even mention their 2 best young guys, Gunnar Henderson and Adley Rutschman, who were superstars.
Yeah.
And they got their minor leagues just stacked.
Yeah,
too.
and Jordan
Just
Westberg's
stacked.
become an excellent player.
I think they're going to have to trade their top, who was supposed to be their third baseman. Westberg's been so good.
Yeah.
They might have to move Mayo now.
They might. I mean, they
forgot
just don't
he's
have
one of
room
the
for all
front,
these
yeah.
guys. But
And that's what concerns me, actually, is Baltimore is one of the teams that really concerns me in terms of Cleveland at the trade deadline.
oh, yeah, they need a pitcher, and they got more to offer.
They got more to offer.
Wait, is it incorrect to say way more to offer?
No, it's not incorrect. Way
they-
more to
their
offer.
farm
I don't know
system
if they're going to move
Depending
it.
on who they're willing to
Right.
trade.
But I just mean from an asset standpoint.
Baltimore
Yeah, I mean,
is-
if they're willing to trade, and I don't think they'd be willing to trade Holiday.
No, they're not.
But if they were willing to trade Mayo, Kerstad, like these guys all are better than anybody the Guardians have
Yes.
to offer at the
Yes.
moment.
Okay.
So, go ahead.
I
Anthony,
think
what
you
was
guys
that?
did miss like the most intense part of that game yesterday. Was in the 8th inning when Gaddis had like a 15-pitch bat.
Oh,
I
against-
can't remember who it was.
it was
with,
Kerstad.
though.
It was Kirsten.
Yeah.
Was it Kerstad?
Yeah,
That's a hell of a battle.
That was a great at bat. We saw a great at bat by Spencer Horwitz the day before for Toronto against Clase. I thought that was an impressive at bat.
We're actually missing the biggest part of the game. The catch by the fan in right
That
field.
was
I saw that.
That was
unbelievable.
I didn't
Ant,
see-
can you pull that tag board?
Let me see if I can find
Yeah,
it.
Just
it
search
was
for
like
it.
a one-handed, barehanded
I saw
catch.
It was
I thought he was going to like fall over the.
incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He was like out there by himself. That guy.
He held onto his phone.
Yeah, it was, that was
Himself,
very impressive.
his
I'm
beard.
sending it to you right now, Ant.
I got it.
I mean, that was like that's catch of the year stuff.
Yeah, I mean, how far? I got to tell you something right now, and I know part of this is because the Cubs suck. I would rather, if you told me right now, you could have the Cubs in the World Series or the Guardians, I'd say put the Guardians in the World Series.
Yeah.
I am more excited about the Guardians than I am about the team that I grew up rooting for, and I want them to win a World Series so freaking bad. I know all of you do as diehard fans, but I am so into this team. They're so much fun to watch. They're so likable.
They
as
do
a
it
team.
all the right way. They do it the right way.
Everything. And they're humble. They love each other. I can't remember who it was now. I was going to give a shout out to whoever had this tweet, and I can't remember who it was. Some former media member in Cleveland. I can't remember. There was a picture. I don't know if you saw the post-game press conference on Sunday against Toronto.
Oh, of Kwan
it was
and
Kwan
Naylor.
and Naylor, and
Yeah.
it said they looked like they were
Just got in
being
trouble.
disciplined by mom or whatever.
He got sent to the principal's office.
Yeah.
Recess.
But it was so. I mean, like the way Naylor talked about Kwan, and you could tell Kwan is embarrassed about.
Yeah.
Like Zach points that out in his article. He doesn't like the praise. It makes him very uncomfortable. But Naylor, and then Kwan gives praise to Naylor because Naylor is such a great leader. And anyway, go ahead, Anthony. Oh, this
Got
is
the
the play.
video.
Yeah, look at what this fan did in this play. If you didn't see it.
Might be the catch of the year.
Oh yeah. We gonna be able to see it.
It's going to be
Yeah.
hard to see.
They show the replay.
What is he doing there? It's like he knew the ball was coming there. There's nobody else in that area at all.
No.
And he deserves the praise.
Oh, I thought they had a better
I thought
angle.
they showed the replay. Let me see if I can find another angle.
Yeah. It's hard to see him catch it.
Like over the railing.
Yeah. He could have fallen off and died.
Yeah.
You're right.
But he got the ball, so it's all worth it.
It was impressive.
It's a hell of a